Crafters, Lisa here from Fun Stuff Crafts. So glad you could join me for another Inspiration Friday. So we are still in the middle of this coronavirus, and here in Washington State, we're still on a stay-at-home order. In fact, today it just got extended. So it has been busy mask making around my house. I think I hit about 1,000 masks this week. And then, of course, last week we had the challenge to make the skull caps. So I thought it would be fun this week is we need to change it up. We need to try something new. Summer's coming and we need a fun project that we can do together. So last week I put a question out on Instagram looking for ideas for blog posts. And one of my followers said, what about patio pillows? I thought, what a great idea. So I did some research. I wanted to find a really easy tutorial that we could do together. So I have got this quick and easy tutorial on I'm calling it my envelope pillow cover. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So stay tuned for that. But before we get there, I want to thank you guys for stopping by. And if you are new to my channel, thanks so much. And make sure you click on the subscribe button down below and click on the little bell, and YouTube will alert you each time I upload a new video. Now, new videos, I try to do those every Friday. We call it Inspiration Friday at Fun Stuff Crafts. The whole idea of what Inspiration Friday is about is to inspire you guys to create. So what I try to do is I try to put together tutorials to show you how you guys can make things. So that's what our envelope pillow cover is going to be all about today. So make sure that you hit on that subscribe button. The other thing is I've got a blog at funstuffcrafts.com. And so when I do a video, I also do a step-by-step tutorial on my blog. So they kind of complement each other. Some people like to learn through video and other people like step-by-step. So I try to hit both ways. So make sure you check out my blog at funstuffcrafts.com. So now let's talk about the project this week. It is that envelope pillow I was telling you about. So let me show you what I started out with. This is a pillow in my living room. This is on my couch. I've got a really nice gray couch. This kind of goes with it, right? But I wanted to change it up. So what I did is I made one of these envelope covers, and look at the pillow that I made. So I took this pillow and I turned it into this pillow. Now, I originally said this was going to be a project for our patios, but let me tell you, I love the way this one turned out so much. These are going in my living room. I'll have to do the patio next time. So give me a second to get my camera angle changed. We are going to meet back at my sewing table, and I am going to show you a quick and easy project. You can make these in less than 10 minutes and change the whole look of your patio, your living room, your family room, your bedroom. You choose. So give me a second to get my camera angle changed, and we're going to get sewing today. Okay, so for our pillow envelope tutorial today, this is actually probably going to take me longer to show you guys how to do it than to actually do it. So we are going to turn this pillow into this pretty pillow. Now, I started out going to do these for my patio, and I still am going to do some for my patio, but I am going to put these in my family room. So just to add a new color to my family room. Excuse me, I can't even talk today. So I want to show you what we need to get this project done. It is super easy, you guys. You guys can whip these probably out in about 10 minutes. So let's get the pillows out of the way. And all we are going to need is a piece of fabric. Now, I did get some of the outdoor type fabric when I was up at Walmart. You do want a heavier material, like an upholstery material, but this one is definitely a polyester, and it's really got some nice thickness to it. I'm going to show you how we measure out and figure out what we need for our pillow. The other thing you're going to, of course, need is you're going to need a pair of scissors. You guys have probably seen in some of my other tutorials, I have not mastered a rotary blade yet. So to cut a straight line, I'm going to use a pen, and I'm going to use a yardstick. The other thing, of course, you're going to need is a sewing machine, some thread, I've got my ironing board here, my little portable ironing board, and my iron. So really easy how we do this. Now, I will put the links to the formula I'm going to be showing you guys down below, but this is really easy. What you need to do is determine what pillow you're going to make an envelope for, okay? So this pillow happens to be 18 by 18. Now, this one is one that I can actually take the inside out of. You do not need to take the pillow out. You could cover right over the top of your pillow. That's kind of a fun thing to do too, and it's easy to switch it out. But in this case, since there is a zipper, I'm going to go ahead and remove the pillow out. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to measure the size of my pillow. Now I happen to have my board here in front of me, and I can tell that this is an 18 by 18 pillow, okay? So we figure out the size of our pillow. You're going to take the 18, you're going to times it times 2, so which in this case is going to be 36 inches, and then we are going to add 6 inches. So 42. So the material that I'm going to be using is going to be 18 inches long, okay? Excuse me, 18 inches in width. Take my little measuring thing out so you guys can see my board. So I've got 18 inches, and then my width or length of material, however you want to look at the measurement, is going to be 42. So in this case, I have it folded in half. So if I look at it on my board, 21 by 21 is 42. So basically what we're going to be doing is we are going to be making an envelope. So it's going to come out something like this when we're totally done, okay? So super, super easy, you guys. The reason why I had the the yardstick and the pen is I literally, when I cut this out, and I already pre-cut it, you guys, but what I did is I laid my material on my board, I put my yardstick down, I took my pen, and I scored right down, and then that's what I used to cut it with my scissors, okay? Already did that part. Now keep in mind, if I went too fast with those numbers and on the formula, I have it down below. I've got it down below in the comments for 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18-inch pillow. So it'll give you the exact measurements you're going to need. So first step, you guys, super easy. After you have, after you've cut out your material, you want to make sure your iron is on. And all we're going to do, now keep in mind, this is how long my fabric is. We are going to finish off these shorter edges, okay? So really easy here how to do it. I'm using my iron so that I can get a nice press on it. All I'm going to do is just roll it under, and you guys, I want you to see, I'm just barely taking it under, and then I'm going to put a press to it, and then I'm going to roll it one more time. And the reason why I want to roll it one more time is I want it to be a nice finished edge. I don't want to take any chance of it raveling at all, okay? So there's one side. I like to use steam when I'm putting in a good press. So I'm going to roll it over one more time. Now the fun thing about this, you guys, is I've got a whole blog post on, you know, step-by-step directions if you guys want to look at that. But one of the things that I love to change out my pillows, it just adds a different look to your room. And a lot of times when people do a lot of pillows, they change them in and out, and then you've got to store the pillows, right? This envelope is so fun because basically you just cover it over the top of your pillows. So just think about all the seasons, right? We could make summer pillows. We could make, you know, ones for the holidays. You could do all types of things. Last year I did the outdoor furniture on our patio, and I've got pillows out there, but this year I'm thinking I might want to change the look and color a little bit. So I'm going to throw together some of these envelope pillow covers,
and change out the whole look. So what I'm going to do right now, you guys, is I'm going to go over to my sewing machine and I'm just going to put a seam right down here on both sides. Okay, so both sides I'm just going to put a seam down. Now I will tell you this polyester type canvas material is really slippery on the sewing machine. So you really got to guide it and work with it when you're putting it through the machine. So I'll be right back and I'll show you what our next step's going to be. Okay, so I'm back from my sewing machine and you guys can see I've just got a straight stitch right there going down. So basically all I've done is I have finished off my edges. Now, I need to make sure I clip my threads. One thing to remember, you guys, anytime you're sewing, you always want to do a back stitch at the start of your seam and at the end of your seam. And then I always like to trim as I go. And so I'm just going to do that. So now what we're going to do, again, you guys, this is super easy, okay? I'm going to take the fabric and I'm going to put the good side facing me, right? I'm going to find, now I find it really good that I've got my large Cricut mat here because it's a good measurement for me. I'm going to find the middle. Remember, I know I have an 18-inch, pillow. So I'm going to put the middle at the 9-inch. 9 inches is half of 18, right? So then all I'm going to do is I'm going to fold in my material. And then I'm going to fold in my material again at 18. Okay? So I have 18 inches by 18 inches now. One thing I didn't say at the beginning was you want to grab some clips because you want to clip your material. Now you can use pins. If you guys have seen any of my other tutorials in the past, you know I am a clipper. So one thing you want to make sure you do is, and it looks like I definitely did not have a straight cut there, so I'm going to have to double check that. You want to make sure that you are clipping on both sides. So let's look at the other side and see if Lisa had a better cut on that side. Okay, so you want to make sure that you clip right here because when we do our seam across here, we want to make sure that we catch both this part of the envelope, hope you guys can see that, and this part of the envelope, so those seams. And then the other thing that I like to do is I like to reinforce at that spot also, okay? So all I'm going to do now, again, you guys, super easy project. I'm going to take and I'm going to put a 1/4 inch seam down here. I'm going to put a 1/4 inch seam down here. And then I'm also going to do a zigzag stitch. Now this is a perfect project if you have a serger. And I do have a serger, but it happens to be threaded with black thread right now. So I'm going to go ahead and just stick with my sewing machine. So I'm going to do a 1/4 inch seam down here, and then I'm going to do a zigzag. And then you guys, literally, I'm going to come back. We're going to turn this inside out, and or right side out, and we're going to throw it on our pillow, and we are done. So give me a second. I'll put those stitches in. I'll show you what it looks like, and we'll turn it right side out together. Okay, so I am back, and as you guys can see, I've got my straight stitch I did there, and then it might be hard to see, but I did a zigzag. And the key to the zigzag is you want to catch that outer edge. It will really help with your material raveling at all. And so I'm going to go ahead and clip my threads here, and then what we're going to do is we're going to turn this right side out. We're going to put our pillow in. And then I am going to show you what the end result looks like on my couch. So all you're going to do is take it and turn it right side out. Now I like to take a pen or the end of your scissors to poke out your corners. Okay, so I'm going to just make sure my pen is shut. And I'm just going to take that and poke out those corners. Okay. So there we've got our envelope, okay? Now let's take our pillow that we started out with, and we are just going to load it right in. Look at you guys. We've got a finished product. So now I have got 2 really cute pillows that I am going to go throw out on my couch, and I'll show you what that looks like.
And here you have the original pillows on my couch. And then let's take a look at what those new pillow covers look like. Doesn't it just change the whole look of my couch? I sure hope you enjoyed this Inspiration Friday project. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up. And leave any comments down below. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks again for joining me for another Inspiration Friday. And don't forget to check out my blog at funstuffcrafts.com.